So TOC and ABCDs, you're probably thinking, what on earth is Eldon talking about today? So I'm sure that you've come across people in your circle that seem to always have enough time, and they seem to be ruthlessly effective. And I can name a few of those people in the world of sales recruitment. It's often thought that these people have more time than others, and I'm going to dispel a belief here that is completely and utterly untrue. That what these people all have, or individuals have in common, is that they have a habit of careful preparation the night before, and also a level of highly laser guided focus in terms of prioritization and concentration during the day. TOC refers to the concept of time, opportunity, and cost. And what these successful people do is they're able to focus more often on daily tasks that will push them ahead. Um, this will be both the organization and the business that they're working for more frequently on a day-to-day basis by choosing to do the right thing. They have a disciplined approach and a focus to do the right thing and the right activity and push those tasks that are not so important to others or move those along. These types of professionals will typically plan the night before they come into work, and this action alone will mean that they are 20 to 30% more effective as they know what they're doing, straight away when they come into work. I'm sure that you've seen a few of these types that they always seem busy at work or in the company, but the reality is they're actually busy doing what? It's very easy for somebody to be busy, but it's actually a different matter of somebody being actually effective. Now, when I first started off in recruitment, I remember being passed jobs from a business called Sogeti, and I later discovered that this was pretty much a graveyard account, in that you could push a dozen CVs but gain very little in terms of a return of interviews and no feedback as well. So it took me a little bit of time to realize that these roles were being passed to as many as 10 to 15 agencies at times. And suffice, after a month of banging my head and receiving the Alex Ferguson hairdryer treatment, I decided that my time was better spent looking for new business with clients on an exclusive basis, or those with few other agency competitors. The rule here is that it's best to fail fast and to adapt your approach rather than expecting the same results from the same approach, basically. So let's learn to fail fast. The ABC model was something that these high performing performing individuals use, and it's discussed in greater detail in the Brian Tracy great book, which is called Eat That Frog. And the emphasis is to grade your daily goals and tasks on an A, B, C, and D scale. And the question is always to ask yourself realistically is, what am I doing right now? Is this going to add money to me, the business, the firm, or is it something that my manager wants me to do? And in which case, this is likely to be an A. Is it something that will help to grow me in the longer term, such as my L&D, and have strategic benefit to the business? And in this case, this is likely to be a B. A C is something that may need to be done, but it could be passed on to someone else, or it could maybe be put off to a bit later. The only caveat that I'd say with the C's is that you still need to have an awareness of these, because these could turn into A's and B's later on. A D is something on our list, and this could be things like responding to banter email, cute cat videos, or when we add it to a massive distribution list, and simply responding to these comments on here is not going to add a lot of value to ourselves and our day. The classification may not always be perfect, by having some sort of system like this and focusing more heavy on your A's and B's and seeking clarity from your manager or coach, or a leader around you, will mean that you start to do more and start to add more value to the firm or to your own life. There is a rule that there's never enough time to do everything, but there's always enough time to do what is most significant and the pressing tasks. A great line from Steve Guest, top biller, is that we have a choice in that we can either have some control over our time each day, or we can let our day run us, and we have the ability in most cases to decide. Hopefully this topic makes sense, and I'd be interested to see how this approach works for you over the next 30 days or so. So yeah, it's certainly something that I've used and many others have used, and it's worked very well for them. So feel free to share how it's worked for you, and obviously many thanks for listening to this video. Please be good to one another and have a great week and a month ahead. Thank you very much for your time.